Hey guys, welcome to Align Hearts. Today we're talking about the moon in Gemini, the emotional chameleon nobody talks about. You think moon in Gemini is the funniest friend, the social butterfly, the life of the party. What if I told you that moon in Gemini can be one of the loneliest placements in astrology? And here's my first question. Have you ever talked your way out of your own feelings? Drop a yes in the comment if you've done it. So, Moon rules emotions. Gemini's rules the mind. So if you put those two together, you have someone who thinks about feelings instead of actually feeling them. But here's the dark side nobody really talks about. Moon and Geminis can use humor, gossip, sarcasm, flirting, or endless talking to avoid emotional intimacy. They'll tell you 20 stories about their day, but won't answer one simple question. Are you okay? Their response, what do you mean by okay? Define okay. Unevolved moon and Geminis doesn't lie because they're evil. They lie because they're trying out different versions of themselves. They can become whatever the room needs them to be. And after a while, they don't know who they really are. Another secret about this placement, they often fear silence. Silence means sitting with uncomfortable emotions, and this terrifies them. So they'll scroll, text, call, work, watch TV, start a new hobby, anything but face what's really going on inside. The lesson for moons and Geminis isn't to learn more, it's to feel more. Your emotions aren't puzzles to solve, they're messages to experience. An unevolved moon in Gemini collects information, an evolved moon in Gemini collects wisdom. The evolved version is actually incredible. They're curious, adaptable, hilarious, and can connect with almost anyone. They're excellent communicators because they've learned to listen instead of waiting for their turn to talk. They stop gossiping and start teaching. They stop running and start healing. They stop changing masks and become authentic. But here's one thing I've noticed about this placement. Moon and Gemini people often attract emotionally intense people because they're secretly trying to understand emotions they avoid in themselves. The universe keeps sending them the same lesson. You can't outsmart your heart. Healing for Moon and Gemini means being comfortable with silence, finishing difficult conversations, saying I don't know how to feel instead of pretending, choosing depth over distraction. And here's a bigger truth for you guys to digest. Being intelligent isn't the same as being emotionally available. Your greatest gift isn't your mind, it's your ability to help people understand each other. Once you learn to understand yourself, final question, what's harder for you, sitting in silence or having uncomfortable conversations? Comment below. And don't forget to tell me if you're a moon in Gemini or if you survived loving one. This is Align Hearts, where we stop blaming the stars and start learning from them. Follow for more astrology and a little truth and a little sarcasm. Take care.